sure we are streaming okay. And Dane, the camera is in kind of a wonky spot for the dice tray, so you kind of have to get up and like roll the dice. It's kind of annoying, so we'll get that fixed.
Oh, okay, so we're rolling in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so we'll get the dice, we'll get the that position figured out
Sure.
to a different spot next week. So.
You need 2 cameras.
Yeah.
I like Don's reaction.
How much money you got there, Don? Make sure we're...
These are $5, aren't they?
Alright, looks like we are live there. Alright, good evening guys. DeathClock Dave here, and welcome to, this is game 2 that we're doing this evening. Excited to be doing some Monsterpocalypse. So we just did, a few minutes ago, we did our first live stream game for Monsterpocalypse. So these are just starter box games, just to get a feel for the game. So I played Dawn. I was Defender X, and Defender X was victorious and managed to throw Gorgadra into a bunch of buildings. So that was pretty fun. So now we have Mr. Dane Zato manning Defender X and the Guard forces versus Dawn again with his Planet Eaters. So you'll see we have the standard buildings on the board, so the standard cardboard ones from the starter kits. We also have some lovely MDF buildings that Dawn has created through Games Armory. So we've got things like hospitals and HQs and gigantic, huge buildings and stuff. So lots of cool stuff there. And then we also have one of each of the 6 buildings that have already been released. So because we just have the 6 of them, what we did is a schoolyard pick. So Dawn won the roll-off to go first, and he has chosen to be on his side, I guess. So we're doing Destruction Junction this game. We did, I believe it's Calamity Park or something is the other one. So we did the other side of this map previously. So we did a schoolyard pick for the buildings just to kind of make it fair. So the guys went back and forth and chose until the 6 special buildings were selected, and we've got those all set up. So if you're enjoying the content we're creating, be sure to hit like on that video and subscribe to the stream. Looking forward to throwing some more Monsterpocalypse content on the stream, and we're going to be working our way up to 2 monster tournament level type games as well. So we'll have more units on the board. I already own everything that's been released so far, and then we have Pterosaurs and Martian Menace coming in within a couple of weeks here, actually. So I believe the official release date is the 14th. So we will have those as well. So without further ado, I'll just make sure that you guys can hear us okay. All right, so I think we're good to go. So Dawn, you can go ahead and start with your
Good luck.
unit.
May the best creature win.
So both Dawn and Dane have played a demo game before this, so they have kind of the basic rules down. So we will continue to go through the rules as we go if anything comes up. And if you guys have any questions or comments about the game, be sure to let us know. If you notice that we've done something incorrectly, let us know that as well. So don't forget, Dawn, also if you want better placement for your spawning, you can also bump your guys off of the spots. Oh, and you spawned your crawler on the
that's right.
PowerPoint.
That won't work.
There you go.
So what I will do is I will spend another dice to bump him off onto that and spawn that guy there.
Perfect. All right, and you got all your guys spawned. I think that's, how many dice does that end up being?
That's 1 for each guy.
And so it's 2 for your elite as well?
2 for the elite and 1 for the move.
Exactly. Perfect. Good stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and you need to also place your monster on the board.
Oh, that's right.
Nope, you can skip that step.
Yes, you don't get a monster.
Yeah, blah,
Hey,
blah.
Dane, you win!
And he's going to go right there.
I think technically, Dane, you get to play. I'll have to double check this setup. I can't remember if your monsters both go on the board to begin with.
At the beginning?
I believe they do.
All right. We're going to throw him.
As long as his back edge is against the backfield, you're good.
There.
And the guy with the red, the one that you got in your hand right now, is the
Yeah,
elite,
it's my
so-
commander,
yeah.
or elite, yeah. So I'm gonna go there,
So
but I'll
the-
bump him, so that'll be 3 total for him.
All right. So, guys, since it's hard to see the elite markings, we have on Dawn's side of the table, one of his elite Belcher has kind of a yellow back ridges, so it's probably a little hard to see on the screen there. But That's that. And then on Dane's side, the G tank that's an elite has the faceplates kind of right to the left and right of the turret are red. So we will get the stars for the elites marked probably in yellow somehow just to have them stand out a little more as well.
So that should be 7 then, right?
6.
2 for the commander,
1 for each of the guys.
4 for each of the guys, but then an extra 1 for the bump, right?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I think you guys will both be at 6.
6 and 7, yeah.
Okay. Or, let me see. Or did you choose to bump one extra
bumped
over?
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
he
gotcha.
bumped one
Okay,
as well.
sounds good.
I bumped the crawler into the
Right, and then did you
power
push an
point.
extra one over? Because you've got 6, yeah, I guess 7 total, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Math is hard.
Okay.
All right.
So I now control this building because I have 2 guys.
So you're going with a monster turn?
Going with the troops.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And now because these guys are beside these buildings, do I control both of these now?
You have to have 3 models
Okay.
adjacent to a building, so.
So does it matter that it's the crawler that's here?
Nope.
Okay.
As long as it's 3 units adjacent, you're good to go.
So do they have to be adjacent, or
So if you're trying to control 2, then you have to have, basically, if you look at each building individually, you have to have 3 guys touching. So if you can kind of get them in, on that one, it's a little difficult because you've got the water, which is impassable terrain in the back there. So you would have to have 3 guys.
one guy here,
Yeah.
one guy here, and another guy?
You could do,
Somewhere,
yeah. So
right?
it'll be difficult to control. You can't control both buildings with just 3 guys. for
I can
example.
control this building and this building.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I'm going to leave these guys here.
Okay.
I'm going to move this guy
Mm-hmm.
there,
Okay.
and I'm going to move this guy there.
Then he no longer controls that one then, right?
You won't control this building. So, because you don't have enough models.
Because you moved a guy off.
Right, because you only have 5 guys, but you
Okay.
will be getting your crawler will be getting your power point there. So,
Okay, so-
because of where the buildings are, and you only have 5 units, you can only, unless they're one of the funky ones that are like side by side, you can only control 1 building at a
Okay.
time. So,
All right, that's I think that's good.
would you like them to shoot at a building, for example?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay, there you go. They
We're
can
going
totally
to
do that.
combine shoot at range 5 at this building right here.
All right, so check who's in range, including 1 diagonal.
2. So can he shoot him? This?
So we can do 1. How would
Actually,
that
he
work?
can move out. He can.
Yeah,
move
there you
out
go.
here, right? So
Yeah,
that-
so 1.
so
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Yeah, I think you're good there
3.
now.
These guys are in range. He's in range.
Okay,
So combine.
okay.
All right. So I get.
So you'll get you have to spend at least 1 white dice for each guy participating.
Okay, so that's from here. Oh.
Okay. So you only be able to have 3 of them participate.
Okay, so I'll have these 3 guys participate. And
So you probably want, like, for example, those guys, because then you can get them to benefit from your elite.
okay.
So you'll get the blue dice, look at each one of your guys and to determine how many blue dice each one of them gets.
Each one of them gets 1.
Okay.
Okay, so.
So you get, and I believe your elite gets,
Gets-
so you get 1 more.
One
There you
more.
go. Perfect.
All right.
Oh, and you'll also get 1 extra one for your 2 grunts because they're benefiting from
Within 2
your.
spaces.
Yep. So you get 1 more and 1 more again.
And 1 more again.
There you go. Because they're each benefiting from the elite.
All right.
Looking for a 5.
Looks like I hit
I see at
me.
least 2 double
Yeah.
strikes. So.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So you've destroyed the building. Flaming rubble,
flaming rubble.
and you will
Power
get.
dice.
You'll get 2 power dice, I believe.
Because he likes destruction.
You normally get 2. If Gorgodra does it, he gets 3.
Oh, right.
So, because he specifically likes destroying buildings.
Right.
All righty.
All right.
These guys go right here.
And then if there's any dice left for pushing, then you would do your pushing as well if you so choose.
No, I think I'm good.
All right, you're good. All right. I like the cut of your jib there, Don, so I'm gonna do the exact same thing you just did, essentially.
Copycat.
Yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna activate the unit. And I think I'm going to move. He's gonna move to there.
That's rough terrain, so...
They have all
They
terrain.
Oh, that's
all
right.
terrain.
They have
yeah.
all terrain.
John,
G-tanks are amazing for all of the...
the G stands for good.
Yes.
Good
They're
and
going
destroyed?
to. They're going to shoot this building.
Okay.
Yep. So
Gonna blow up
that's-
Games Army International.
You know it. So I get 1 white dice per, and then I get.
Yeah, so everybody gets 2 dice for destroying a building.
Right.
Gorgodra gets the extra one because he's extra
He
destroyed.
gets
Extra
one
stress.
blue, and then they each get a blue 2 for being within 2 squares.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
These 3 are shooting here.
Did they move?
No.
So they'll also get their aim. So if you look
Oh,
at their aim,
right. Yeah.
there's
one
certain
boost
special
dice.
rules that will actually stack. So each one that
Right.
aimed will also benefit from aim.
All right. And I'm looking for a 5. Apparently, I need Dawn to roll my dice.
Yes.
Yep.
Looks like
So
at least
leave
a
the
5
5 there.
There you go.
Just a fucking...
What do you mean? 2,
6.
3, 4, 5, 6. See, plenty. I don't try to waste a bunch of
Yeah.
extra stuff that I don't need.
So any of your white dice that you did will go
They
into your
go
monster
into
pool.
the monster pool.
The rest
Those
goes
go back
into
to
your dice
there. That goes over there.
pool. All right.
Those fancy
Yeah,
schmancy
no.
guys there. And 2 of those go
Exactly.
into there.
You got her.
Excellent.
All right.
Oh, right.
Over to you. Oh, and
Okay.
I control this guy. Yeah.
You know what? I like the cut of my jib too, so I'm
Yeah.
going to shoot again with my units.
Ah.
They're going to shoot at this building.
Okay.
How did you have enough dice to do that?
This guy's going to be y'all. So
Didn't you spend those last turn?
yes, they go in here.
No, because you used your unit.
Did you spend all of your unit stuff last time?
Oh, I did. So
Okay, so
sorry.
yes,
those are over there,
So
so
you
you
have to
need
take
to
a
control your
monster.
monster.
Okay, so it's going
If
to be
you moved
monster.
one of your dudes, move them back. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There, so you can take your monster turn. So your monster can move through your own units.
Uh-huh.
You just can't end on them.
Okay.
So you'll be powering up first. So you'll
Power
get
up.
your.
I get 1 for this.
You got it?
1 for this.
Exactly.
And he's going to go
This will be the first time I have
This-
more than 2 power dice.
Ooh.
1, 2. Sorry. Where was he? He was here. So 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4,
Okay.
and he's gonna
You're gonna whack that building.
whack that building
Okay.
right there. The brawl attack.
Okay.
So 4 for the blue dice,
Starting with at least 1 white dice.
and he'll throw in another.
All right.
So that maximum dice, and for fun, we'll throw it red dice
Okay.
because I'm just that chancy.
I don't know. This looks like a super dodgy building.
Yeah. It's got funky angles.
He hits the
Yep.
dodgy building.
He does. So he smacks that down.
Yep. Flaming rubble.
Flaming rubble. And I get 3 dice
That's right.
for hitting that.
You got her. Now, what you could also do, if you want, he can also step. So it may not be beneficial right now, but because you have white dice left, if you wanted to, for example, if Defender X was really close, you could now spend white dice to step him back to get him kind of out of the way. So keep that in mind for probably latter turns. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so all the white dice go into the unit pool.
That is correct. They're always moving back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He wants to clear the way.
All right. So you power up first.
Right. So I get one for that, one for there.
Mm-hmm. And look at your Mr.
And yeah, he gets, if you're scaring one or more, additional power die.
There you go.
All right. He is going to go 1, 2, 3. And he's going to smash that building.
Okay.
So he gets his 4 of those guys.
Now, for what it's worth, while you were securing, so you were securing that one last turn. So you will lose. So when Dawn powers up, because he's got the corporate HQ,
I lose one.
you'll lose 1 dice.
Yeah, I get one less.
For what it's worth, let me just double check just because this might be able to net you more things. The RAM, I can't remember if it does damage to buildings. So for example, if you decided to ram this one, I'm not sure if it's just units. So monster, okay. A monster on the opposite side of the building, base to base, takes 1 point. Any units are destroyed. Okay, so it doesn't say building, so just units and monsters. Okay.
So 4 of those. Let's toss a bunch of these into here, and I'll save those for throwing Dawn across the board later.
Yeah, all the throws.
All of the throws. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You got her.
All right. Those go there. Those go there. These go over there. That comes over there. Flaming rubble there. And do I still get 2, or does that thing affect?
Sure
That's just
do.
on power up.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
All right.
And then if you so chose, you can also step. This is also where you would push if you wanted to. So.
Right. Yeah, I can spend another. Yeah, why not? We'll step for 1.
Perfect. The nice thing about stepping is you can do a diagonal every time you step if you want.
Oh,
Whereas during
right.
your
Right,
normal
movement, you
you
only
can
get one
do
diagonal,
so it
yeah.
kind of lets you get in funky positions.
Alrighty. So I'm going to activate my my brawlers,
Belchers.
belchers,
Okay.
belchers, brawlers. You know, they're going to brawl.
Belcher's gonna belch and brawl.
And this guy's going to hit.
Belchers can brawl.
Oh, they're going to shoot at this building.
Okay.
So
Do they all have the range on it though, Don?
5. Yes.
Remember, it's only 1 diagonal.
Okay, so this guy was here. So this guy's
You could move, one of them to there.
one to here, and this guy to there.
There, now you're good.
Now I'm good. So
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I get 1 blue dice for each of the guys. It's a combined attack.
So combined attacks, he'll be adding each of theirs. If your elite is over there,
Which he is.
you'll be benefiting from that. And if your elite gets an extra dice, he'll also get his extra dice. So how many blue dice does your elite get?
The elite gets 2.
All right, so you get 2
Each
there.
one of these guys get 1.
There you go. And then you will get your minimum of 3 white dice. And you can spend more white dice if you so
And
choose.
it will add 2 more.
All right.
Okay. Boom!
Yep.
Another building bites the dust. Slam. And I get 2.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
All right. And then if you want, you can also push. So those all go into your monster reserve. There you go.
I think let's leave it like that.
All right.
Over to me.
You betcha.
All right. So I only power up on the monster move's turn.
That's
right?
correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So units. I'm gonna go. To there. Then I want him to go to there. I want him to go there. Him. Is it speed? Speed 4. So he's gonna go diagonal to 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna go to there. Lose that one. Gain that one. And then where's the right? Yeah, so I need to do something. So let's shoot this building here. So
that monster.
got 1, 2. Can he shoot as well? No,
He cannot.
Okay,
He's
so
there to repair stuff.
I got 3 guys that are shooting. And then they gain. He gets one of those, and those 2 get bonus.
You should roll more strikes there, Dane. You should probably roll more strikes.
You think so? That's not enough? No. It's a very tall building, so. I've been watching how Dawn was rolling earlier,
Yes.
and
Better safe than
I
sorry.
like that.
To the foundations.
There's these. Go back to there. These go to there. Those go to there. And then do I wanna bump any dice? No. Right. I think that's it.
Alrighty.
Now
I
who
will
are you?
activate him. So again, I get
Bring it.
1 for that, 1 for the building.
Yeah.
So I'm up to my maximum.
Yes, you can only have 10.
Although I could borrow some of his.
Oh, I'll give you some in a minute.
Yeah, whatever.
He's gonna throw them at you.
I'm
It's gonna go 1, 2.
Just walk right over that, Don.
Yeah, whatever. 3,
Okay, so that's your 1 diagonal.
4. Oops, 4,
4,
5,
5.
6. And he's going to blast.
Oh, you're gonna shoot me, are you? Are you gonna hark a loogie right at me?
Yes, he's going to blast that tank in the front.
Okay. Your range is
3.
alright.
So I get 4 of these. I get 4 of these. And just because it's fun, I'll throw 2 of these.
Okay.
What's your defense on that tank?
Not enough.
Doesn't matter.
You will get cover.
5.
Because you are adjacent to a
Right.
building, so.
So yeah, you get +1.
That's
right?
correct,
So
yeah.
5, Don. And I've seen the way you roll. You may just get this.
Don would get it on 3 dice, no problem.
Probably 3 white dice
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah,
I
did on every
that's
but one.
probably enough.
So,
And for the viewing audience, Don's dice are actually regulation dice.
Yes.
straight
Yes.
from the box.
I did not microwave any of them before we came.
That's right.
We did do a float test earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
So your 1G tank will
So
be
he-
destroyed. Don, you'll get 1 power dice for
He
destroying the
goes
unit.
back to the
There you
factory.
go. Yep.
And these go here. And yeah, good.
And if you would like, you can also step. So step or push. So if you're happy where you are, you can leave them there.
You know what? I will step. Put that back there
Mm-hmm.
and step back.
Okay. And you can step as many times as you like until you run out of white dice.
Your turn.
Okay, what's my speed?
Zero.
Can I get to?
0 speed.
Speed 6.
Okay, so he doesn't have that thing. So he can't ignore. But does that ignore fire?
As long as you don't land
on
it.
it.
You
So
can
as long
move
as
through
it
it, you
end
just
on
can't land it.
Okay.
Kind of like he's got giant jetpacks. So.
So I go.
That's for sure.
I have to step at least once. Move. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring the pain.
Alright, take one of your red dice away, please.
Oh, can I? Oh yeah,
That's
I gotta,
on your turn.
Oh right.
On my turn?
Sorry, yeah, I gotta
Yes.
power up first.
Yeah, so one of your
So I
red
get-
dice will go away as if it happened on. So that'll happen before anything happens here, because technically that happens when dawn
Well,
powers
on
up,
my di-
so that it's easier to remember is the idea.
Oh,
so
okay.
So you'll lose one before you start, because
Before I
technically that happened
right.
at the beginning of dawn.
Okay.
Just take it away.
And then I get 2, right?
That's right.
Okay.
You'll get actually. So you're securing here, plus you've got
No.
that one. Or sorry, you've got this guy sitting on there.
On there.
And you get one
Nice.
for the building,
So
and then you
that's
get
2.
one extra for because protectors like to protect
his
stuff.
Right.
There you go. Extra protectee.
Okay, so I can't get past that building, so I have to go 1. Damn, can I get past that building? I don't know.
You have high mobility, so you can move through buildings no problem.
Oh,
Yep.
right. As long as I don't land on them.
Exactly.
Right, right. The buildings don't.
You cannot step over buildings because
Yeah.
technically each step is considered ending your movement. So
Okay, so yeah, so he can't move diagonally to there because one corner would be on the building.
that's right. So you can
Okay.
do he can do his regular movement and move over it no problem, but each step you cannot land on a building. And if your step ends in a hazard, you will take that damage point.
3, 4. I should be able to do it 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Should be able to do this. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Right?
3, 4.
So you're 1,
He was here.
2, 3, because it's from the front of your base.
Oh, sorry, right.
Yep.
So
So
3,
3.
4.
Mm-hmm.
If I go, if I went 4, puts me there. 5, 6, and a step.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Now, just a reminder, you are rolling Dave's dice.
Yes.
You probably need
I
all
am
those
going to
red ones.
throw him
Mm-hmm.
into that building.
Excellent.
I'm going to use these.
All right. So you're doing your
And
power
then-
attacks. You just double check your power attack stats.
Right, so
You-
I get
a
5.
maximum of 5.
And 4 of those kind of
Yep.
guys. And
You have to move him at least 3 to get him.
3,
there.
right?
You can, if you move him, depending on how far back you want to get him, you can also throw him farther back and split
Right.
up the building. So
yeah, I just want to make sure. Well, let's see. What do we got there? Let's leave 2 in there.
okay. What's your defense, Don?
My defense is 8,
All right.
so he's going to have to roll like really big. Oh, look, he gets it.
Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 is greater than 8. You're good.
And 1, 2, 3, so 6 red dice, so I can throw you up to 6 back, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, let's throw you all away.
So you only destroy the building if you land on the
On
building.
it. So
you
we're
do
not
wanna-
throwing you 6 then.
So-
We're throwing you 4.
But am I not landing directly on it? Because I'm not. I'm here, not here.
You'll be landing. You'll just be clipping the corner of it, which still will destroy the
Still
building.
destroys
So,
it.
so you'll be. There you go.
Look how big you are, Dom. Of course you just.
And you'll be back. I think one. Well, depending on where Dane wants to put
Yeah,
you, you can
you
can go
Oh
one.
yeah,
back,
one more back, so that
There you go.
just in case if you want to try to just move forward, you're stepping on the fire.
Now, once you're already in the fire, you don't take damage.
right.
But if you exit it and enter it, then you'll take damage. So, so you will get your power dice for.
Right, which is
So you get
2.
Yep, exactly. Don, what are you gonna get for Gorgadra's?
I'm gonna get 1 for
There you go.
rolling up.
Okay.
So I got my full thing. How much damage did I take?
How much
How
damage
much
did
do you
take?
think you take, Don?
57.
I'm assuming 1 for the power attack, 1 for destroying the building, 1 for the fire.
That's right. 3 damage.
So at 9.
All right.
Okay.
And if you so choose, you can also. Oh, you don't have any white dice left.
Nope.
So no stepping. All right, and you're at 9, Don.
I am.
All right.
Okay. So I will activate the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Ooh, you have
Yes,
many of
I do.
those. Which one is
Yeah.
that?
The big fella. The
All
big
right.
fella.
So, do your. Ooh, Don, do your power up.
Oh, I'm gonna power up. I don't have any more dice to power up. So.
Oh, okay, never mind. And you're not securing a building anymore. So,
No.
okay, gotcha.
I still have my.
Yeah, you got
I
your
still have
crawler
that.
still sitting
That's
there.
fine.
Okay.
And he riled me, so I get that one.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm going to speed 6 right at him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right, just go like that.
Okay. Where are you gonna put him? So look at your alignment. Figure out where you can get the most optimal damage.
Well, I think the optimal damage is I'm going to throw him on the radar station.
Okay. Is it the optimal damage though? Count it. Look at your board. Is there any places where you can have him land where he's gonna clip more than one building? Because remember, you can throw the number of squares up to how many dice you roll. So you really got to watch your placement and see where.
So I got 1 more movement.
So where he is, so you can throw him straight back this way, straight this way,
Or
or straight this way.
Ooh.
So
And if you get enough dice. So
I have
the
enough
number
dice.
of spaces.
I'm going to chuck him that way. I'm going to chuck him
That seems
into
like-
these
So
2
the
buildings.
number of spaces he moves, is that just the number of red dice you roll, or do you actually have to roll hits on
You-
those red dice to count
however
them?
many you roll. So
Oh, it's
yes,
just how
so
many
does
you
not
roll.
the hits don't matter. You have to roll up to that many red dice.
So this is
Oh,
a power
okay.
attack, correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so I get my
So you'll start with your blues.
4.
Now, Dane, look at your card. What's Mr. Defender X got?
Nope. Oh yes, disruption. Enemy models attacking while within 2 spaces of this model lose 1 boost die on their attack
So
rolls.
one blue die. 1 blue dice you lose. There you go.
Okay.
All right. You have to roll at least 1 white dice. All right. And how many power dice? All right. Because how many squares do you got to go to get them in that? So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8. 8 to
There you
contact
go.
both.
So-
Yeah.
So
All right.
there's 9 dice.
okay, there you go.
I did this once.
I'm feeling the 3, Don. 3. That's a lot of strikes.
I think
Yep.
both those buildings are destroyed.
Yep.
That gets
Yep.
me really excited.
Yup.
So I'll do that. What a beautiful tie.
All right. And if you so choose, Don, I think you rolled enough dice that you can even have him one more this way. Because I think you rolled 9. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw them right
there you go.
All right.
Cool. All right.
So I'm going to take 1 for the power attack,
Mhm.
2 for each of the buildings, and 2 for each fire. Is that correct?
Yeah, so 1 for the power attack, 1 for each building,
Yeah.
and 1 for each fire, so a total of 5
Total
points
5
of damage.
points of damage.
All right.
And for me, because I destroyed 2 buildings, I get 4 power dice.
You got her. All right. Dane, what's your health at right now?
It is at 6.
6. All right. And are you alpha or?
I'm still alpha. Yeah.
All right.
One more point and
Cool.
and I get angry.
All right.
I'm already riled up, so, you know.
You don't want to see me angry.
You go for it.
All right, so my turn, eh? All right. Well, it has to be units. So, and you're there, are you?
Hey Dane, there's a big monster coming right for you.
Yeah.
Where?
Oh my God!
Dean, I see a monster in your future.
Do you? Okay, I think these guys. Oh, first off, I'm gonna spend
There you go.
one of those to pop one of these guys back out. And then he's gonna move 1 to there. And he's gonna move. What's your movement? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wait. He spawned, but can he still move
can
after
do
he
his
spawns,
full,
right?
yep.
Yeah. Here. 2. He's gonna go 1. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so no longer holding that building, you're holding the
Yeah.
building.
Nope. And yeah, no, I wouldn't. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still need to do something to get some power dice on here though. Let's. And he's not doing anything important over here. I don't really want to run out there.
Have him run out there and repair a building.
2, 3, 4, 5 on him. Because he doesn't have that many. Yeah. There. These 2 are going to try to shoot that building.
All right.
Goes. And yeah, no, that's not going to work. Because I don't get anything other than the 2.
And your elite's out of the.
Yeah, because he's
Okay.
here.
Go ahead, shoot it anyhow.
I can't. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll leave them there, and then I'm gonna bump a bunch of these over to the monster. Yep.
Yeah, this kind of shows how the grid works for like how you're targeting.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit deceptive because you're like, I'm within 5. But
Yeah.
technically, when you only get that one diagonal.
When you only get one
Yeah.
up, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Over to you, D.
Alrighty. Okay, he's going to activate my units. So I'm going to move the elite right there.
So you don't have to
Yeah, I was
spend the
gonna say,
dice.
you don't spend
No,
any
don't.
dice.
Nope.
Okay.
That's his regular movement.
And I'm going to move this guy. Right there.
Okay.
So now I'm securing this building. as well move this guy up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Don't like so?
Alright. Would your guys like to shoot a building?
Everything is out of range, I think.
What's your range?
Range 5. 1, 2. Oh. Can they shoot this building?
1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Can your guys in the backfield shoot a building, perhaps?
Yeah, these two guys can.
And
So they would.
so can the diagonal guy.
He doesn't have a
Oh, he doesn't.
have a
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can the two of them cause enough damage to?
That's the other kicker, is have a look at your dice. So you'd be, what dice would you be rolling?
2 of these and 4 of these.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
Yep.
Give it a shot.
They're better at shooting than me.
Yeah, which is funny. Yeah, D-tanks like to get in a sweet spot and sit
And sit and hold.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
5.
Oh,
Yeah, you got
just-
her.
Just
Got it.
Shblang.
All right.
What was that?
Shblang.
Shublang.
See you later.
All right.
That's the new. People will be copying that.
All right, so your white dice go to your monster pool. There you go.
And I can move white dice over, correct?
That is correct.
I
You
will-
also get your power dice. So.
Through that, I will get 2 for the destruction of the building.
Exactly.
All right.
You know what I say now? Brilliant.
Oh, it's about to be rotted. All right, so I get 1 for holding, 1 for PowerPoint, 1 because I'm a defender,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't lose any because that's on his activation.
And he's no longer holding that building.
And he's not.
Or the building's destroyed.
Oh, right,
because it
that's
was the
why he
corporate
was getting
HQ,
that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Infinite 6. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step and step. Now I don't have to be squared off to him. Right?
If you want to do a power attack, like a throw or a
So
body
only if
slam,
it's a power
you
attack.
have to be aligned.
Right,
So,
but
if you
just
just
a
want to
regular
punch him,
brawl?
you just adjacent is perfect.
All right, here we go. Here we go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mhm.
Step it.
Okay.
All right, brawl. All kinds of dice. I think it says I'm allowed to take.
Yes.
This isn't the correct
I
one.
believe you have
That's
the
what it says exactly
blank dice.
on there.
Isn't
Now,
there blank dice on
with
there?
this, he doesn't move anywhere.
That's correct. You're basically just
I'm
punching
just
him.
punching
so,
him.
Yep.
All right.
Beat it down.
So you can take.
You're 8, right?
I am. Unless you got me on the other side, then it's 9.
Regader gets scary once he gets in his hyper form because then he does super damage.
Yeah.
The dice shake shuffle.
Oh, snap.
I see a lot of blanks.
Yeah,
Five.
that's a total
Hey.
miss. That's a total miss. I love those dice.
Okay.
I gotta remember what dice this bag is. I'm gonna have to mark the bag.
Oh, dear.
So Matt, you can see how Zormaxon is pretty nasty because
Yeah.
I think he's def 10 or something stupid like that.
Okay.
He's super high def, and if you miss him, he gets to move 3 squares.
I like that.
And he's got cloak, so you can't shoot him outside of 2 squares unless you have a special building for it. So he is pretty nasty.
So, well, buddy, I think I'm gonna.
So you can step if you so choose.
Right. Yeah. I'm gotta make you, well, it's not gonna make much difference, but I'm gonna make you move to come to me. Oh, no, I don't have, yeah, it doesn't matter if I'm against a building. Oh, no, because that ups my defense, right? Or is that just on
Only for units, yeah.
Okay.
Monster's a little too big to hide behind buildings.
All right.
Except the big tall building.
Yes, except the
You
mega,
can hide
the
behind.
mega buildings.
Let's. Two.
That's it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm securing this building, so I get 1 for that, and 1 for the power up.
You got it.
Alrighty, and I am powering up him.
So then I lose 1, right?
No.
Nope. He's here. The corporate HQ is dead.
Oh,
that's what that was coming
that's
from.
why
so,
he got
yep.
it. Right.
So he's gonna go 1,
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
2,
Comes.
3. It looks like another power attack.
Brace for impact.
What kind of power attack are you going to do,
I'm
Don?
gonna throw him right into
He's
that
gonna-
fiery pit again.
He's gonna slip and
Now,
fall.
are you going to? Are you sure you're going to throw him into the fiery pit?
Yeah, Don. Where
Look at the board
I don't know
and
why I'm
see where
trying
you
to
can
help you, but-
maximize your damage.
Oh, can I body slam him into this?
You could do that.
Or
Try the other direction, Don.
Don.
If you build it, you will burn. Or unbuild it.
Unbuild it.
Pop quiz. The Rock was in what movie?
So you can body slam him anywhere that's base to base with you.
Uh-huh.
So thinking about that fact, you could body slam him this way if you wanted to, and he would take 1 point of damage for that and 1 point of damage for your power attack. But
Or Don.
yes, if you put him on this side,
Yes.
he'll go into that building and 2 flaming rubbles.
Ooh.
So you take 1 for the power attack, 1 for smashing into the building, 1 for landing in a rubble, 1 for landing in the other rubble. So that would be 4 damage points if you body slammed him in that direction.
2 flaming rolls.
2 flaming
So
rubbles.
I have to. Do I have to do that?
Nope. You stay
Oh.
exactly where you are because
Okay.
you're going to pick him up and you're going to drop him, not like that. You're going to drop him in those 4 squares that are base to base with
Okay,
you.
that's what
So
I'm gonna do, man.
That's what you're
Oh,
gonna
I
do.
see where
Yeah.
we're getting that from.
Yeah.
So that's a power attack, right?
That's correct.
All right. So.
So first of all, you will lose 1 blue dice because Defender X has disruption.
So I'll take 1 of those away.
Yep. That's gonna make all the difference.
Yes. Yes.
You're
So
gonna-
have Dane roll.
You're gonna
I'm gonna
nerf
do-
this completely.
I'm
So,
gonna do.
What's your maximum?
Those.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll add 1 more just
Okay.
for fun. Should I just roll that date? No,
Yep.
screw that.
Just that.
And
You have to
I
roll
think
at least
I will
1
do
red one.
6 red dice.
I'm gonna
Okay.
lull you into a
Because
false
I
sense of
am going to
security.
make sure this goes through. Because really,
That's what I was trying to make
Yeah.
sure too.
yeah, well, you have those dice and I have
Yeah.
those dice.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yep, that's a lot of double strikes. Yep.
Okay, so this building gets
So
this
that will
red.
go away. That becomes flaming rubbly goodness.
And
You will
then
place him base to base with you. There you go.
that.
So Don, how much damage are you doing?
Okay, so 2 for each of the buildings.
So
One-
you'll do
One
1.
for the power attack.
Yep.
1 for the building.
For this one,
2 flaming rubbles.
Yep. And that's
it,
yeah,
right?
exactly. So you've done 4 damage to Defender X.
So that's 4 power dice.
No, you will get 1 power. Or sorry, you'll get 3 power dice for destroying the building because he loves destroying buildings.
Yes, he
All right,
does.
what are you at, Dane?
2.
2. All right. Hey, Dane, does that put you into hyper?
It certainly does.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's
I'm
mad.
so afraid.
He's mad now, Don.
Not.
All right.
So bad.
Let's go, Sean.
All right. So
And if you so choose, you can also attempt to step away. You have 2 action dice, so you could step if you wanted to.
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
You're good.
He's gonna freak
All
out.
right.
Watch out.
well, I can't just stand there and let him do that to me.
I wouldn't respect you if you did.
And my units, I can't do enough, so I really gotta. This is gonna require some amazing dice rolling.
Yes, and
Oh,
let me
so,
just
so
double
much for that
check
going off then.
the flaming hazard.
Perfect.
So
I think if you end your movement there, I think you might take the damage.
What if I don't move at all?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm
Oh,
wondering if
I
it's
see
the
what you
case
mean.
if you don't move. I wonder if that's technically
Right.
ending your movement in.
Right.
Okay.
So I get power die for holding, power die for the mark, and power die because I'm Defender X. Okay.
Okay. So once a model has suffered the effects of a hazard, it does not suffer those effects again unless it moves off the hazard and then returns.
back onto it.
So you're good.
Okay.
Unless you want to step once and then step back in and just
Right,
die.
yeah.
But that seems like a bad plan. I'm just saying.
So I only have one of those. So I'm gonna do a power attack.
Okay.
It's gonna give me less blue dice, but it allows me to throw you.
What's he got in his? What's he got in hyper form with his abilities?
So he's got brawl 7-5 and power 6 and 4.
Okay.
Or
If you look
blast, but
And if you look at the top left, oh, he's also got. Look at his blast for a second.
yeah, 'cause he's got beat back.
So if you blast him, it pushes him.
Monster hit up to 2 spaces in a straight line in direction.
So it's a mini throw, effectively.
Right.
And then look at the left side of his card. Because in hyper form, sometimes the abilities will also change.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I only have 1 action dice.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, because he's got power cycle, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, because that's all I was left with.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh, and I think power cycle only triggers when you roll at least 2 or something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Energy cycle if you roll 2 or
that's-
more action dice. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, no, I want to.
Throw him into the other.
I can't throw him into a building because he can't move diagonal on a throw,
but
right?
into the 2 fire.
Right, he can only move straight.
That's right. Straight.
But I can. Oh, if I body slam him this way,
Mm-hmm.
he'll take those 2 and the power. So I think that's the most damage I'm going to be able to do to him is doing it like that. Because if I throw him onto his own guys, they die, but he doesn't take any damage from
That's
that,
right. And also, it would have to be a straight line. So.
Yeah.
It
Well,
is- well,
that,
2
that
of them
would
are
be.
straight.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. It's hard to see from here. Okay. Yeah. So you would get the power dice from killing the guys, and he would be farther away. But he's only going to take the.
He's going to take less damage.
He's just
only
going to
gonna
take the power attack damage.
So yeah, he's only going to take 1 damage. Oh. What are you at, Don? You're still
9.
at 9.
I got a little life in me still.
Yeah.
Again, you should throw them into your own building and your dudes. Oh, actually, I don't think that would be as good. I think maybe the radar station doesn't create a rumble. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
One of them does.
Incombustible.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So. So that wouldn't help. Yeah. But if I throw him that way, he ends up with not controlling that, plus no dudes. So he wouldn't start his turn getting a bunch of extra power dice.
Mhm. Also, distance is
Is a good thing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
tricky decisions when you're down that
I'm gonna
low.
fling you with that, those, and we're gonna throw all that into it because I'm gonna need every die I can get.
Throw some of mine.
Yeah, actually, can I have some of your red ones?
How kind though. Very kind of you.
I know.
Very gracious.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go.
That worked.
Nice.
Okay.
So I can throw you 1, 2, 3, 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way back to there. So your 2 dudes go paff paff.
Well, no, only one because he only lands on one.
Oh, is it where he finally goes?
Yeah, but
Yep.
you can choose. You don't have to move him that
yeah,
many. You can
he'll go
choose
there then.
up to. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, you're only going to take 1 point of damage.
Yep.
Hang on a sec. Ow.
You'll need a band-aid.
Now, Dave,
So that goes to there.
if I go running back at him, I take damage going through that.
You betcha.
rubble, right?
Yeah, you don't have any. You don't have high mobility, so you just are trundling right through that lovely.
Wow,
So-
2 damage.
So
to
I
get
get
to
a
him, right?
so I get a power each for killing the 2 dudes.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, facing this way. Face his doom. Now you hurt me, so I'm riled up.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna take that extra dice. I'm gonna activate him.
I know you are.
He's gonna charge through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All
He
right.
takes 2 damage.
Just 1 damage because
One
you
damage?
just went through the 1.
Okay.
So you're at 7.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And he's gonna do a power attack that is gonna throw. He's gonna body slam him right where. Can I throw him?
How much health do you have left?
2.
Okay.
Hey, Dawn, you want me to help you with this one?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna throw him back into these.
Oh,
Yes, here. So, again, 4 minus 1.
Oh, just double check. Do you still have disruption in
Yeah.
hyperform? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Those 2.
and a bunch of
all
those.
of those. Something tells me.
This is where you mess up.
So you're throwing him.
I am throwing them back on top of those guys in that building.
Oh my
Say goodbye.
good lord.
Did you hit an 8?
At least.
Okay.
At least, if
okay.
not, I think I have 1 blank.
So you
So how far did you want to throw me, Dawn? To contact the building, I'm assuming?
Right
and land on,
on
the
those
two
2 guys and that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
All right. Does that one get a?
Oh, no, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
No. Right. Oh, yeah. No, it just gets one of these.
Okay.
So 2 damage for both of those guys.
So you'll get 2
Yeah.
power dice for that, and you will get 3 power dice for destroying the building. And how much damage have you done, Dom?
1 per.
Here, look.
unit. Yeah, lay him over on the side.
That-
Or should I say,
Your fault. Yeah. Round of the gas.
I like.
Well done. Nicely done.
would have been completely different if I didn't totally narf that one.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I'm sorry,
That's the kicker. Is you
I'm
throw
sorry.
so many resources, and if you don't get the hit in,
Yeah.
you're not
You're-
regenerating those
No.
resources.
I'm
so
sorry,
it can
which
be
roll did you nerf?
That one big
that
one,
really big nasty
yeah.
one.
where he would have thrown you, I think, into some buildings.
Where I think what the problem was is Gogadra was so nervous. He was sweating really bad, and my
Yes.
hands
He was-
slipped
Yeah, he was all
when I
spread.
tried to.
And when the dice slipped out of my hands and only 1,
Yeah.
and I fired that dice. That dice is gone, Dave. Just so you know.
Nice. The other thing that I saw a little bit earlier is when Gorgandra was, I believe, here, you actually had enough movement to get to, like, I think you went to there, and then you just punched him.
Right. Yeah.
You could have stepped once to there.
Oh, no, he was when he
Yeah, I
went to
took
punch
the-
him, I was there. So he moved here to punch me.
Did he?
No,
Okay.
it was
There,
not
no,
there.
you were back there.
No,
There was
you were
one
back
point where
there.
if you had stepped once,
Yeah.
you could have either thrown or body slammed him and dropped him in both of there. So because you punched him for the 1 damage,
Yeah.
that would have put him 1 for the power attack and then 1 for each of the flaming buildings.
Right,
So,
yeah.
It, honestly,
But then he would've
I
got- I
don't
mean-
recall seeing what the. Oh, look, it's on. It's
He
that
gets
color on the
scarier
other
when he gets
side.
hyper, unfortunately. So it may not have made a difference, but
Yeah.
that was extra damage, potential damage.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Dave.
No, it's
Yeah,
my
thanks very
pleasure.
much,
I
Mike.
am loving this game, and
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna keep working on putting the other models together that I have, because I've already cleaned all the guard planes and the helicopter are all clean, so I just have to get them put onto a. And they're primed, so I just have to get them put onto their flight base. The flight bases, I don't know if you guys have seen pictures of them, but they're super cool. They,
It's like the roof
yeah,
system.
instead of like just a straight, like the GW ones or whatever, where
It's
it's,
the
just a
curved
curve,
ones, like the,
it's a curve, but it also has a whole cloud, like a clear
Yeah.
cloud at the base
Oh,
too, so it's
okay.
really neat. It also gives that extra stability because there's a whole, like the base part of it is like that big, so
Right.
it's
Some like
it's
blue
nice.
acrylic ones too.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool that way. So we'll have, I can bring those along. I do have extra of the guard tanks and 1 extra repair truck already put together. Basically, I have enough to do double this and double that right now.
What about the helicopters?
The helicopters, I have one of those. Only one comes in the pack. And then the other, I think it's one rocket chopper, and then I don't know whether it's 4 planes.
Yeah. 4
yeah,
planes in the rocket chopper.
3 planes and then the elite. The rocket chopper is a support piece because I think it allows you to, I think it lowers their defense within 2 squares or something.
It's like a spotter.
Yeah, and then the planes I think have the Belcher rule where they ignore cover, I think, or something to that effect. So they're good, but they're only defense 2, so they die super easy. But
Nakatomi Plaza.
yes, there's some very very pretty buildings. So it's
Poor
gonna
John McClane's hanging off the side right now.
Yeah, should have a little tiny person.
Yeah. The Lords of Cthulhu are really neat too. They've got some really funky rules because Cthulhu is all about being super sketchy. Like he can use telekinesis, so he can move guys, his own dudes or your dudes, 2 inches. So he can drop your dudes in fires, for example. He can also summon a guy, so he can spend 1 action dice to summon a unit base to base. And they have a cool unit call, and it's any unit. So if you have ones that cost 2, for example, you can bring those more powerful units in. Because you've got, for example, it's called the Meat Slave. It's this really nasty looking like blob. If you look really close, it's actually a disgusting model. It's hilarious because you can see the face of this guy in it, and his little toes and the tips of his feet sticking out, and the rest is all like this bloated, like tentacly stuff. When he dies, you get to pick any of your Cthulhu models, units, and it pops out of there. So if he kills it, so they're really good for screening, for example, because if he kills it, then it's still there. So Cthulhu can do things like summoning that in front of him to get in the way. He can eat his own dudes to heal up, that sort of thing. So Gorgodra is the melee beast, but Cthulhu is more he's got some more utility to him. Zora Maxim is just nasty. I think he's got Penetrator, which lowers your defense by 1 when he's doing power attacks. He's got super high defense. He's got Cloak. Lots of good. I think he can teleport guys. So lots of cool stuff there. And then in December we'll have Pterosaurs, which is a whole other ball game. Terracon plus his units, like the bonuses and stuff that he gets for being with his buddies, is just crazy. So and the UFO is going to be pretty sweet too. The Ares mothership. I'm stoked for that. It's quite wide. It's quite a large model.
High plate.
Yep.
I've seen those ape guys online there. Those look really cool.
The which guys? Sorry.
Like the apes. Like the
that-
big ape with like the
yeah.
crystals and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
like
there's
the
like-
brass knuckle thing.
There's other, because this is the 2nd iteration of the game.
Yeah.
So for the first one, they have all these other different.
Yeah, they was saying the other ones that I've been seeing that are on the black faces, the percent ones.
Yeah, exactly. So there's probably going to have all
Come
of
up
those
with all
factions
those.
coming as well, because they've already, like for example, we've seen somebody spoiled a picture of a pterosaur model that it was just like the tail and one of the legs, and it's got like a huge club tail, and everybody's like, oh, it's such and such, because they recognize him from the other game. So it's like a big like Ankylosaurus kind of type critter. And then they'll have other things coming down the road as well. So
I like that like the Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah.
He's got like the saw blade tail. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, there's gonna
Can't
be.
wait for that to show.
I love the aesthetic of the game. Have you guys seen the new Martian Menace one? Is like this big walker. Like it's a really funky. It's like a what's that movie with
War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds. It's totally like that. Like it's like these big spindly legs and like that kind of thing. And the Martian Menace has things like abduct, like they can just take your units off the board.
Yeah.
They can make their own units out of your guys. They've got units that are they love destroying buildings, so they've got extra bonuses when shooting buildings. They've got a power pod, which is pretty much everybody will be probably bringing at least 1 power pod in the destroyers list, because you put it on a PowerPoint and it gives you an extra dice for just sitting on the PowerPoint. So it's once you get up to that 20 unit limit, you can really mix and match and have a whole bunch of different things. Things that are, debuffing your opponent, and stuff that's good at holding points, and stuff like just Planet Eaters have chompers, which are these little like big mouth guys, and they love to bite stuff. They've got several, I can't remember what the dice is, but it's quite a lot of brawl dice. They don't have a shooting attack, I don't think, but they like to get together and bite something all at once. And if they kill something, you get extra dice. I think it's called power gourds. So you get extra red dice for that. All sorts of just different combinations, which is going to be really,
I'm gonna
really
love
cool.
my little dinosaur
Yeah.
army.
Yeah, the pterosaurs have a unit that's super fast, like a raptor, so they have extra bonuses against flying guys. So they can
Yeah.
like leap into the air and grab. Yeah, it's lots of.
Should
cool
bring the
stuff.
Voltron back.
Yeah,
was
so
awesome.
many good combinations and so many cool monsters for sure.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you for the games, guys, and
Yeah,
we'll
thank you.
we'll be sure to have more on stream. Hopefully, in the coming weeks here, we'll have more put together. I'll keep adding those models into the fray, and as your guys' stuff comes in as well, we'll add more models and get more games going. And I look forward to having more Monsterpocalypse on the stream. So
Definitely.
all right. And thank you, viewers, for watching. And be sure to hit like on that video and subscribe to the channel for more Monsterpocalypse content. We'll probably be rotating between Monsterpocalypse and our regular Warmahordes stream, depending on who we've got for players. So, all right.